Here's what it is. $3,000 per individual. $3,000 for an individual. So if you're an individual, obviously $3,000. If you're married, $6,000. $3,000 per person. If you have a household of 4 individuals, upwards of $12,000. Now, is it just a free handout, whatever, no qualification needed, things like that? Not necessarily. It's actually super easy to be eligible for this based on how Bernie Sanders has written this out, which, by the way, the name of the legislation that he is promoting here is called Make Billionaires Pay Their Fair Share Act. Again, Make Billionaires Pay Their Fair Share Act, okay? It basically institute a 5% annual wealth tax on all the billionaires in the United States, which there's almost 1,000 of them. But either way, each of these individuals would have to pay basically a 5% tax to the federal government based on their wealth per year. And they would take that money and do a whole bunch of things with it. But one of the things would be distributed hundreds of billions of dollars in the form of this one-off payment to individuals, couples, and families. Okay. Anyway, the $3,000 per individual. Now, let me share with you really quickly the income threshold that he has identified. I think it's a pretty high income threshold. Let me be fair with you. $150. Excuse me, $150,000, not $150. That'd be ridiculous. $150,000 is the income threshold that he has put in place. So basically, he's saying this. If your income as an individual, as a couple, as a married couple, as a household, whatever it happens to be, is less than $150,000, that's what they would use as the line in the sand to determine if someone or a household is eligible for that. Now, to be fair with you, that encompasses a lot of households. Like the majority of households would be encompassed within that, okay? So anyway, that's what he is suggesting as far as eligibility. So just think of it this way. If your income, whatever your income comes from, it does not matter, okay? And again, I know there's a lot of people in the community here that watch these videos that receive Social Security or any type of benefit administered by Social Security. That's your income, okay? I don't know why, but there's a lot of people out there that don't think Social Security is income. That's your income. That is totally your income. It's your income. Anyway, whatever income that you have coming to you, money that comes to you, provided it's less than 150 grand, that you would potentially report to the federal government in the event of filing a tax return or whatever it happens to be. If you were to come forward and say, report all your income, if provided all of it added up in any given year is less than 150, that's what Bernie Sanders is saying. You get a check, and you get a check, and you get a deposit, and you get a deposit, and you get a check. That's what Bernie Sanders is suggesting, okay? Less than $150,000 would make somebody eligible. Now, have they passed it yet? Nope, haven't passed it yet. But this is one of those that's out there along with multiple other pieces of legislation that have been introduced so far this year where they want to distribute money to millions and millions of households in the form of all kinds of different plans that they have out there. Some are refund payments because of the tariffs that we've all paid on. Some of them are rebates, as in, just a one-off payment through the form of a rebate. In this case, I'm not really sure what Bernie Sanders is calling it. It's not really a refund. It's not a rebate. Maybe a profit share or something. I don't know what Bernie Sanders is calling it as far as the specific type of payment that he's saying. But either way, that's what this is basically just like a wealth share, a profit share, whatever else Bernie Sanders wants to say. But that's what this is all about, okay? Either way, just want to bring this to your attention so you can see what's going on, what they are suggesting. And Bernie Sanders is literally going on tour around the country, literally like a musician or like an artist of some kind, right? Going on tour around the country, getting support and